In this video, we will be embarking on an exhilarating journey through the top 10 Call of Duty maps that draw inspiration from real-world locations. Throughout this exciting adventure, we'll explore renowned Call of Duty titles spanning various eras and unveil the captivating maps that authentically replicate real places across the globe. Starting off our list, we have Crown Raceway, a thrilling map from the latest Call of Duty game, Modern Warfare 2. This 6v6 map has stirred up some mysterious controversy surrounding its design copyright, but let's focus on the action. Crown Raceway is the first of its kind, immersing players into the heart of a Formula 1 racetrack. Inspired by the real-life Marina Bay Street circuit in Singapore, it manages to capture the essence of high-speed racing. As you navigate through the map, you'll spot iconic landmarks such as the Singapore Flyer and the magnificent Marina Bay Sands Singapore Hotel. What sets Crown Raceway apart from the other maps that Modern Warfare 2 has to offer is the presence of a recurring Formula 1 car that zooms around the map during the match. Now this is a nice touch and it does add an extra layer of excitement to the intense gameplay. At number 9, we're taking a nostalgic trip back to 2008. What a year, guys, what a year. While the financial world was collapsing and China hosted the Beijing Summer Olympics, our gaming world was abuzz with the launch of the highly anticipated Call of Duty World at War. This World War II themed first-person shooter managed to hold its ground against its predecessor, the critically acclaimed game of the year, Modern Warfare. Amidst all of this fierce competition, one map stood out as a true gem: Dome. And we're not talking about the Modern Warfare 3 Dome here, we're talking about the original one. This 6v6 multiplayer map was directly inspired by the unforgettable penultimate campaign mission where you valiantly plant the Russian flag to declare victory over Nazi Germany. But here's the twist, my friends. Dome isn't just a fantastic map in Call of Duty, which has rich campaign lore. It's actually based on a real place. Nestled in the heart of Berlin, Germany, Dome takes its inspiration from none other than the iconic Reichstag. I think that's how you say that. Obviously, I'm not German. Gonna have to correct me down in the comments below. Or as it's more commonly known worldwide as the Reichstag. This magnificent building, constructed back in 1894, has witnessed the ebb and flow of German politics over the past 120 years. From hosting political debates to symbolizing the nation's resilience, the Reichstag has played a pivotal role in German history. And now, thanks to Call of Duty, you can experience a thrilling virtual battleground within the echoes of this remarkable location. Continuing on with our World War II theme, let's venture down to southern Germany. Nestled within the breathtaking Berchtesgaden Alps near the Austrian border, here we discover none other than Adolf Hitler's favourite vacation home, famously known as the Eagle's Nest. In Call of Duty Vanguard and in real life, this historical landmark serves as the inspiration for one of the more well-designed maps in the game. Now let's be honest here, Call of Duty Vanguard had its fair share of challenges. But despite the game's approach to steer clear of any Nazi symbolism, it's still pretty impressive to see a significant location like the Eagle's Nest make its way into the game. Call of Duty Vanguard may be the wokest Call of Duty to date, but let's face it, there's something undeniably intriguing about experiencing a place with such historical significance, even in a virtual form. Coming in at number 7, we bring the spotlight back to the modern era with Bremberg Hotel. This map, a true standout in Modern Warfare 2, deemed worthy of being used in the Call of Duty League 2023 Championship, takes us into a more traditional style Call of Duty experience set within a real-life hotel located next to the renowned Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. Situated just a short walk away from the sprawling Vondel Park in Amsterdam and sharing the same road as the famous Rijksmuseum, the Conservatorium Hotel provided Infinity Ward with the perfect inspiration for some of this year's Call of Duty maps. It's clear that the developers knew what they were doing when they decided to base a map on this exquisite hotel. I can almost imagine them enjoying a luxurious stay, conducting their research and development amidst the lap of luxury, with the cheapest room starting at a staggering €800 per night, and the premium penthouse suite coming in at a jaw-dropping €8,525 per night. I can't help but wonder if Activision spared no expense in funding their hotel accommodations. Well, if you're going to be staying in hotel rooms like this, I suppose even enduring some criticism on Twitter for your terrible design decisions would be a small price to pay. Who knew that a real-life 5-star hotel in Amsterdam could become the setting for some exhilarating Call of Duty action? Coming in at number 6, we have Liberation, a memorable map from Modern Warfare 3. This map takes its inspiration from the Bethesda Fountain located in the heart of New York City's Central Park. The Bethesda Fountain itself holds historical significance, commemorating the opening of the Croton Aqueduct in 1842, which provided the city with a fresh water supply. It has become a beloved spot for tourists and a focal point of attractions in New York City. Not only that, but the fountain has also made appearances in blockbuster films like John Wick, Stuart Little 2, and Home Alone 2, adding to its fame. But let's get real here, guys. I know why you really remember this map. It's because of that incredibly well made advertising video for Modern Warfare 3 starring the one and only Rob Riggle. Who could forget that epic marketing campaign? Moving on to number 5, we have Call of Duty World War II's first addition to this wonderful list. This map is called Egypt. Now this one's pretty self-explanatory. Picture yourself in the shadow of the mighty Sphinx and the iconic pyramids of Giza. It's a breathtaking setting which allows you to immerse yourself into one of the ancient wonders of the world. The developers did really nail the atmosphere and authenticity of this historic location, but I must admit that this map might be one of the lesser known gems on our list. It was released as a part of a DLC pack for World War II, so it may have flown under the radar for a lot of players. But that doesn't take away from the fact that fighting amidst the splendour of Egypt's ancient marvels is undeniably pretty cool. Continuing with our Call of Duty World War II theme, we arrive at number 4, with London Docks. This map takes us to a World War II era dockland situated beneath London's iconic Tower Bridge. It sets the stage for an alternative reality where the Allied nations find themselves fighting through the streets of the United Kingdom's capital city. London Docks delivers that classic traditional Call of Duty map experience, but it gives you a sense of what the gritty atmosphere of wartime London might have been like, with the sounds of artillery and the looming Tower Bridge overhead. London Docks kind of brings this experience to life and transports players back to a pivotal moment in human history. Now, taking a detour back to a more modern Call of Duty installment, we find ourselves at number 3 with Piccadilly. Now, with Modern Warfare 2019 being a relatively recent addition to the Call of Duty franchise, I'm sure many of us are aware and familiar with Piccadilly. We encounter Piccadilly not once, but twice throughout the game, once in the campaign and once in multiplayer. The setting of Piccadilly in the game is absolutely fantastic. It transports us to the famous Piccadilly Circus Road junction, nestled in the heart of London's vibrant West End. Known for its dazzling billboard displays and bustling streets, Piccadilly is always a hive of activity. Now, here's a little interesting fact for you guys. Piccadilly is one of the few London Underground stations that actually has a toilet. Call of Duty didn't teach you that, did it? Now, I have to be honest here. While Piccadilly may not be the most well-designed map for multiplayer, with its lack of sensible structure and flow, it undeniably provides a frantic and interesting setting for Call of Duty gameplay. And now we arrive at our penultimate map. Coming in at number 2, we have Block. This Call of Duty map takes us to a real-world place that won't be habitable until the year 20,000. We find ourselves in the heart of the abandoned city of Pripyat, near the infamous Chernobyl nuclear power plant. Pripyat was founded in 1970, specifically built to support the operations of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. However, just 16 years later, it became the center of one of the world's most catastrophic accidents, the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. On April 26, 1986, a reactor at the Chernobyl plant experienced a catastrophic explosion and fire, resulting in the release of large amounts of radioactive material into the environment. This tragic event was caused by a combination of a flawed reactor design and human errors during a safety test. The immediate impact of the disaster included the loss of lives, evacuation of nearby residents, and the establishment of a highly radioactive exclusion zone. The long-term consequences of the Chernobyl disaster were significant, with increased incidence of cancer and other health issues among those exposed to the radiation, as well as obviously the environmental contamination. Now let's talk about the Call of Duty map itself. In Block, players battle it out between two abandoned and run-down apartment blocks. While the depiction of the blocks may not be completely accurate, the inclusion of the swimming pool and the Ferris wheel is based on the real environment of Pripyat. These elements add an eerie and haunting atmosphere to the gameplay, reflecting the real-life aftermath. While the multiplayer map Block may not be the most popular in the Call of Duty series, the campaign mission surrounding it certainly is. I mean, do we even need to go into detail about why? The significance and impact of the Chernobyl disaster make it a memorable and impactful part of the game's narrative. It serves as a reminder of the real-world events that unfolded and the lasting effects they had on the people and the environment. And finally, we've reached the pinnacle of our list with number 1, Resistance. This Call of Duty map featured in Modern Warfare 3 is based off the streets of Place de Lille, a square located in Montmartre. Obviously I'm British guys, I can't pronounce French, I don't speak French, but let me know how you say it down in the comments below. And this is located in the 18th arrondissement of Paris. A lot of French words there, that was hard. There was a lot of stopping and starting then typing in how to pronounce those words. The map captures the essence of this real life location, and one iconic feature that stands out is the famous staircase leading up to a building, as seen in the Modern Warfare 3 loading screen for the Resistance map. Now let's talk about Place de Lille. It's situated about an hour's walk from the Eiffel Tower and approximately 50 minutes from the Arc de Triomphe. While it may not be the epicenter of French tourism, it still holds its unique charm. And even though it may be a bit challenging to find interesting facts to discuss about this particular location, the accuracy and likeness of the Resistance map to the real place in Paris make it deserving of the number 1 spot on our list. The attention to detail in the design of the Resistance map truly showcases the dedication of the developers at the time and capturing the essence of Place de Lille, bringing it to life in the Call of Duty universe. And there you have it folks, that concludes our list of the 10 Call of Duty maps that are inspired by real world places. I had a blast putting this video together and I hope you enjoyed it too. If you found it entertaining and informative, I'd appreciate it if you could show your support by smashing that like button down below. Your likes help boost the visibility of the video and reach more members of our great Call of Duty community. I'm always excited to create more content like this in the future, exploring connections between our favourite game and the real world. So if you have any suggestions or ideas for future videos, please let me know down in the comments below. Your feedback and engagement mean a lot to me, and I look forward to bringing you more entertainment and more educational content based around the Call of Duty franchise. Thank you for staying tuned to the video. As always, feel free to subscribe to the channel for all of the latest Call of Duty news, tips and tricks, how-tos, class setups, and much more.